Alright, so we got some more information on Blossom Dance Festival dropping later today for Monster Hunter Wilds, or tomorrow depending on the region you're in. We do have a brand new video and some extra information from Capcom about everything you should know about it, including some of the upcoming features. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Of course, you already have the trailer playing in the background and we are going to check it out in just a little bit. But Festival of Accord Blossom Dance is live in the Grand Hub for a limited time. For the duration, the Grand Hub will feature festival decorations and seasonal meals, special new equipment, gestures, and pop-up camp decorations will also be available. Now, the website is a little bit lax with the information. It only lists Tuesday, April 22nd to Tuesday, May 6th PDT, and you also have the BST and the UTC conversions over here. But if the previous updates are anything to judge by, it's very likely that there's going to be a maintenance and we should see the new update going live at around 8 p.m. PDT on the 22nd of April. At least that was the case with the previous title update 1. So in my case, for example, that would be 6 in the morning UTC +1 on April 23rd in my location. We can of course also see when some of the new events go live on the Event Quest's main website over here, which listed a little bit earlier than that. So for me, that would be a 5 p.m. basically on the 22nd, which is a little bit quicker. Though this is for the events that are also going to happen during the Blossom Dance Festival. The actual festival will start a little bit later. But in terms of event goodies, we get quite a few free and also some paid ones. So there's going to be an extra login bonus available throughout the event period for everybody. And we can collect event-only crafting mats to make special equipment, such as that really awesome Blossom Dance armor that we talked about before, including for your character and the Palico. There seems to be a new one for the Palico that we haven't seen before, so I really like this one over here. Players who claim login bonuses during the event will also receive these exclusive items below. So this includes this free sacred mount decoration. There's also going to be a paid one in just a little bit. Also some decorations for our bases, that Blossom Dance animation, plus some extra screens. So here is the full list of them if you want to see them. There's also some extra pendants over there, some music tracks, hunter profiles, and a lot of other stuff on top that you can go ahead and check out. In terms of the limited time event quests, we talked about some of them and you can already see them on the event's official page. But basically, 2 of the main ones will be the Caribou's Daughters against the double Lalabarina. In this one, we're going to get this first armor set right here, both for our Palico as well as for our characters. Looks really nice and we saw them being data mined before. The next one is going to be That Won't Work On Me, which will give many of the headgear pieces that we also saw in the previous videos, especially a lot of these Ray-Bans basically, slash Matrix looking sunglasses, plus of course that sealed eye patch that we also saw before, and it's also part of the trailer. It looks really nice. The only thing I'm not seeing is the scarf, but we do know from the event quest that the scarf is indeed going to be there, so no doubt about it. But in terms of other stuff we get, we have Lauki vouchers increasing to 2 per day, limited bounties will get updated every day, items at the provision stockpile will be on sale for the entire festival, and finally there's also going to be a paid Blossom Dance DLC pack with the following goodies. And as much as I hate to see it, it's also going to include that Alma outfit that we saw being data mined before, also in the Blossom Dance theme. I kind of wish that they reserved this for just being free and related to the content, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to Capcom. They already gave a lot of free stuff in the festival as well. Plus, it seems there's another Sacred Mount decoration in the paid DLC pack, besides the gestures, the hunter profiles over there, plus the pendants. So you can go ahead and check them out if you want to buy that and have the extra downloadable content. Now, in terms of some of the other stuff, of course, also expect changes to the hub itself. We already saw that pretty much everything gets changed, and we have another look at the Diva. Its whole arena gets changed to be in the theme of the Blossom Dance Festival, though I may be mistaken. It definitely seems that there are some other extra effects going around her when the music plays. The only question is if that music slash concert changes, it would be nice. A quick heads up, you can get a pretty nice buff if you go ahead and look at the concert. You're going to get a pretty nice buff for pretty much all of your major stats. The only other thing, I guess, that we haven't covered is that new special seasonal meal will also be available at the Grand Hub. We have another look at it. It requires a special voucher obtained via login bonuses, it seems. That's how we're going to be able to get it. It doesn't really say anything about the bonuses, but it's very likely that pick a meal vouchers should work on it as well, so you should be capable of eating it a bit more often than just having to wait for the meal vouchers. So we're gonna wait and see that in the full game. Now, on a final note, if you haven't been playing for the past week or didn't pay attention to the news, maybe go ahead and remove all existing mods for now, especially ones that modify in-game data. For example, if you use anything that may interfere with the way the game works, there's an unauthorized data modification warning that Capcom put out, and it seems to be a bit more extensive than we thought previously. We even have this infographic right here. So the following information applies to, of course, the current patch. In this case, this is what you should look out for. If you suspect the quest has been modified, please do not play it or stop playing it immediately. This is the criteria that you should use. For target monsters, normal conditions will be 1 or 2 monsters at max in one expedition. Quests for 3 or more monsters do not exist. For bonus rewards, for 1 target monster, the max rewards are 5. Bonus rewards with 6 or more slots do not exist in quests for 1 single target monster. Meanwhile, for 2 target monsters, the max is going to be 10, and the same rules apply. Over 10, obviously, it's going to be modded. Item limit per slot is going to be maximum of 4. If it exceeds 5 or more per slot, obviously it's going to be modded. And in terms of RTN materials, only obtainable through tempered monsters or Zoshia quests. In terms of reward money, it's within 11 to 67,000. Time limit is 25 to 50 minutes in 5-minute intervals, and failure conditions should be fating a maximum of 3 times. So if any of the quests you're seeing, especially during SOS flares, have anything exceeding these, even by a little bit, that's going to be considered cheating and you're going to see your account restricted. So keep an eye peeled for that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't like the fact that the community has to keep an eye out for this, as many folks out there may not pay attention to this information and just log in straight away, but may see their accounts restricted because somebody else is deciding to cheat. But as long as you leave immediately, from the looks of it, you should be fine in theory, as long as you don't repeat it too often. Also, if you do get your account suspended, you should keep into account that according to the game's own license agreement, we take action based on play data and history. We will not respond to any request regarding the reversal of these measures when talking about account suspensions. So again, you've been warned on that front. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you once the Blossom Dance Festival is live.